Hi, welcome to Miami-Dade College North Campus Gymnasium, or Fitness Center, excuse me. We're actually here today to talk about New Year's resolutions. During the holidays, we all go crazy, we all eat, we party, we have a good time, or at least I hope you have. Now we're going to talk about how to get back in shape, things we actually can do to try to fix what we did wrong during the holidays. With us now, we have Noemi. I always pronounce your name incorrectly. She is an Olympian, so she knows fitness. Worked her butt off, still doing it now. So let's suppose the holidays are over.
Okay.
What do I do to get back in shape?
Well, I think the first things first is what are your goals? Like, what do you want to accomplish if you want to get back in shape?
Lose weight.
Lose weight. Okay. Well, the number one thing that we have to do is make sure you go to your doctor and get a physical to make sure that you're clear to work out, okay? You might have some things that you know, such as high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, you can have diabetes, you can have maybe some people have seizures that can be induced by exercise, a lot of maybe some hidden things that you don't know about that you need to get clearance before you even get started.
Okay, let's suppose we did that, we're good, we got the green light.
Great, okay. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to set a goal. What is your ultimate goal? I understand you said, let's say, lose weight, but how much? Are we talking 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds? What is our goal?
Don't most people say they want to fit into clothing?
Yes, usually favorite pair of jeans, dress, something, right?
So isn't it better to weight or inches, or both?
Well, it's both, because remember, inches, it's about inches. Where we usually put on inches, right our midsection, okay? So why is it bad? Is because most of our organs are right here, where our midsection, where we have our heart, our intestines, our liver, everything works here. So if we have weight put on, that's where it gets on and weighs down so the organs can work the way it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. So inches is great because it shows you that you're getting rid of that fat, that it's bad for you, okay? That's why we actually measure the waist, okay? Waist management,
Because I was told if you're working out, a lot of times you might actually not lose weight, but you're losing inches, but you're putting on muscle.
Exactly, you're transforming fat into muscle, okay? Muscle is heavy, so sometimes you're gonna see, I'm not dropping weight, but you start seeing a nice little definition, you start looking good, start feeling good, and you will fit into those jeans because you lost those inches exactly from the area that you want to be able to button in those nice pants, okay? So setting that goal, going back to setting your goal, right? So what is your goal? That's number one. And then what time frame we're talking about. I know in today's world, we all want things like in an instant.
Well, of course.
Of course, right? But it does not work that way, especially with inches transforming, losing the weight. You're gonna have a quick drop because you're dropping water. And after that, all of a sudden, you're gonna be like, I'm stagnating. I haven't lost weight. It's been a week, it's been 2, I'm not dropping anything. And that's exactly when a lot of people drop off.
But would you be losing inches during that time?
You'll be losing some, but depends. Remember, a lot of things come into play here. One, your age. The younger you are, metabolism works better, faster, stronger. Older you get, it doesn't work.
So I should hang it up, for other words.
No, you're not, because we need it. We both need it, really, when we get to a certain age, we need to work out. And the need for that has to do with keeping our joints and everything strong. So if you need to work on your muscles to keep all those joints, so for example, if you fall down, you're not gonna break your ankles or your knees or your hips because the muscles keep the joints nicely tight together, okay? So, as I said, age, gender has to do with that. Also, it has to do, most importantly, with your level of activity. How much are you working out? What is your daily? Are you somebody who's sitting at the desk all day? Are you somebody who's actually doing physical work? Are you somebody that is actually doing a little combination of the two? So how much, the more you're using energy and burning those calories, the easier it's gonna be. But also it's gonna have to deal with the whole idea of where are we with all that? So kind of, are you ready to get all the work done that needs to be done? So that leads me to the next item is actually committing to working out, because we all have our New Year resolution, and 2 weeks into January, we're like, I'm done, because you don't see some amazing maximum immediate results. So being consistent, like setting, and when I talk about setting a goal and a timeline, you say, okay, I want 3 months to commit to being very serious about this. The good news is after a month, month and a half, it becomes a habit. So it's not gonna be an issue with you to be able to kind of like what I'm gonna do, what I need to do. It's like I'm coming, I'm getting it done. It's part of my daily routine. So that commitment level, a lot of times, you know, that's when people fell off the wagon, so to say. And the second thing is making sure you have somebody holding you accountable. So working out with friends, working out with somebody that's actually say, hi, come on, let's go. Remember we have an appointment, let's go, come on. It will make a difference because, you know, we have a rough day, you know, excuses are easy to find. We're gonna say, oh, I'm done, I can't go today. But you have somebody depending on you, somebody calling on you, you sign up for some classes. You pay the money, you know this is the day I'm supposed to go, you go. So that's kind of the key as just don't just dream I want to do this, actually commit and be serious about doing it day in, day out. And again, day in, day out doesn't mean you're working out every day. But if you said I'm going to work out 3 times a week, work out 3 times a week.
Okay, can you possibly show us some of these exercises you're talking about that we could do?
Before I get into more specifics, the one last thing I want to say is the best thing that you can do is do a combination of cardio with strength, okay? So cardio is for your health heart, you know, for healthy heart, cardiovascular disease, so everything functions good, oxygen comes in, the heart is strong, is able to move the nice oxygen, nutrients, everything to your whole body. The strength is the muscles we just spoke about, keeping it strong. So doing a combination of the two will not only stay healthy, but it will help you lose that weight that you so badly want.
Okay, show me.
Okay, so here in the gym, what we can do is I'm gonna have Maylin here showing us around. So one of the most common things is walking. You can walk outside, which I think is best because you have a lot of oxygen. We live in beautiful South Florida. How can you go wrong with that, right? You can walk on a beach, beautiful sunshine, or if you come in the gym, you can get on a treadmill, start walking, okay? You start with that, and then you slowly build into an actual run, so you can kind of get into a higher speed, and then start jogging, and then run at your own pace, at your own speed, whatever you feel the most comfortable, okay? All right, so from here, you can also go to the bikes. It's another great option is using the bike. So again, you can use outside if you have a bike and you want to go to nice parks, paths, different things that we can enjoy our beautiful weather in South Florida, or come to the gym and just like Shara's demonstrating here, you can just use, and then again, go at your own pace. Start nice and slow, 5 minutes, and then build from there. Another option is actually elliptical. This is easier on the knees. You're also moving your arms, so it's a nice little combination of cardio that you can use, okay? Again, these are just 3 very quick options. The easiest one is walking. Start walking, then you can build it into a jog, a run, get to the bike, get to the elliptical, and then from here we're gonna move on to the weights. So we can work those muscles with some stabilizing weights, and also then some free weights as well that I'm gonna show you around. Now, come on, let's go. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is actually moving on to the weights. You wanna work on your legs. This is a great way to do it. Again, ease into it. Start slow with easy weights. Start with the bar first, then you start adding weights, doing some nice squats. As long as you keep your legs shoulder length apart and you're very stable, you see how he goes down. His whole heels are down on the ground. Nice steady rhythm as he goes with it without jerking it up or down. It's what keeps the knees healthy and moving on. All right,
is it necessary to go down that far?
You don't have to go that far. Obviously, when you're young, you can do that. If not, it's just really going with it to see, you know, you can kind of almost like sitting down on a chair.
Okay, that's about
what's recommended,
okay.
But some that are able to do, they go a little bit lower. It's all about the control that you have.
Yeah.
So the next one, what we're gonna do is you can do some different lifts. Again, moving to the arms now a little bit. You see, you can do a nice little row, actually holding on.
Now, what is this good for?
This is your chest, your lats, and obviously your biceps.
Lats are where?
Your lats are on your back.
Okay, the back.
Okay,
so
the back.
Chest,
so your whole upper, like the shoulder, front and back of the shoulder, and your arms, as you pull it, so you're able to work out your shoulders really, really well, okay? So that's one thing.
So it takes away from the big gut.
Well, it obviously some of it, but you need to work more the abs for that. And then we can move on to some rowing. Again, position yourself very good. This is a different kind of, see the movement that he did, but this is a lot more, your back is also engaged. You see how he keeps his back nice and straight. So really isolating the muscles as you pull forward. Again, the chest, the back, these are the ones that usually, you know, mostly guys like to work those out a lot, but all of us need it to keep our shoulders strong and our back as we, you know, kind of sliding over our computers and all that, keeping a bad posture. This is fantastic to keep a good posture.
Okay, anything else? Because we're running out of time.
All right, so now we're moving to some options for free weights, different things. Obviously, he's working his back as we move on. So we're gonna show you some different kind of exercises you can do with free weights or bars, as you can work your chest, your biceps, triceps, different things you can do. Again, the sky's the limit. Get some weights, start very light, and then build from there to whatever you're more comfortable as you're building different muscle groups that you're working on.
Okay, guys, I really want to thank you for demonstrating how to do proper exercises. But when I was watching you, you looked like you really were ready to kill the world. Do you enjoy this?
Yeah.
Why?
Therapeutical. For a stressful day, it's good to lift. You know, I feel like it's a good way to get your, not anger out, but it's like yoga, but with weights, in my opinion.
What keeps you coming back?
Habits. I just made good habits, try to better myself, so I try to come every day.
Okay. I guess you're two are mute, so we'll just go with him.
All right,
Thanks a
thank
lot,
you guys. Thank you. You can go back to your workouts.
Okay, so
I mean, this was a very brief things. I really want to add, make sure that you always stretch, warm up really good before you start any exercise, and then you cool off, stretch out your muscles. So the more elasticity you have in your muscles, the less you're going to get injured, okay? So always start nice and easy, light, and then build into that. I know we have that drive, ooh, New Year resolution, let me go, let's show it off, what's going on. But the problem is if we start too heavy, we're gonna get injured because our body's not ready, or we get so sore that we really don't wanna move the next day. So we wanna eliminate that, and then as Professor Patton is gonna address the nutrition part and all that, you're gonna see what we eat, it makes a big difference. So combining the two, the fitness with the nutrition, makes a world of difference. And then when you work out, don't forget to hydrate. And I'm talking hydration is water.
damn, I wanted
I know.
beer.
Get into water, and then really get maybe some of the sports drinks. But remember, sports drinks have a lot of sugar. So unless you have a lot of electrolytes that you need to replace, which means you sweated a lot, burned a lot of calories, you really don't, you know, you just do the best judgment, but keep yourself hydrated. Very important.
Okay, well, I hope you all found that helpful about the exercise tips. We'll be back shortly with the nutrition aspect. So see you in a bit.
Miami-Dade College has career paths in anything you want to be. What's your story? Be global. Be cutting edge. Be inventive. Be investigative. Be a hero. What do you want to be? Be the best. Be you. Be MDC.
Fresh thinking is being served at Miami-Dade College. Create your own recipe for success in the evolution of food culture at the Miami Culinary Institute. Learn the skills you need to jumpstart your career in the culinary arts. Turn green into gourmet and celery into salary. Miami Culinary Institute. Food, culture, innovation. Visit us at miamidadeculinary.com. Register now. Miami Culinary Institute.
welcome back to the Miami-Dade College North Campus Fitness Center. We're here talking about resolutions for the new year, things you could do to actually stay in shape or get back in shape after your holiday binge. We're fortunate enough here to have Tim Patton with us. He's a nutritionist/chemist, so he can explain, instead of just being told something, he can explain why things need to be done. So let's suppose a holiday passed. I went on my crazy binges like I always do, and now I want to get back in shape. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're getting back in shape, we know it's the first Monday after the first of the year. That's get back in shape
Well, of
day.
course, I'm normal, yes.
And the problem is everybody gets real hyped for that day to then go off and starve in one way or another. They get new shoes and fitness clothes, they're going to go on exercise, but they're not starting where they need to.
Like my new shoes?
Like your new shoes. Here's the problem. For every 100 people that starts to try to get in shape or lose weight on that Monday, 95 will fail. Worse, for every 10 that succeeds, 9 will gain it back. And that's because they're not looking at how to succeed, they're looking how to diet. First, you have to believe you're going to succeed. It's like our students here. They don't come to college unless they think they're going to succeed. That's called affirmations and self-esteem. People think if you lose weight, then that will build your self-esteem, but it works the other way. You have to have self-esteem. Second, you have to have a reason. It's called a motivator. Nobody wants to give up their favorite foods. They have to be willing to get something important. And then third, they need support. And that's what fitness centers provide in some form or another, either the actual physical personal trainers or people around doing the same thing. Now, if you have those three, you believe in yourself. Second, you're motivated, and third, you have support. Now we get to what are called the appropriate behaviors. And there's 3 things that go in this category. One, you have to eat healthy. Everybody is looking for that special magic diet. Poof, and now I'm thin. Then, oh gosh, once I lose the weight, I can go back to eating the way I was.
But I have a question. You're saying eating healthy. What is eating healthy?
Eating healthy is first. Smaller, more moderate meals through the day. One of the problems in the American food intake pattern is people eat large meals late at night, and then anything they can't burn gets stored as fat. No, you need energy when you're going to burn energy. So small meals. Next, of a variety of different foods, including more fruits and vegetables, and that's the key, foods of color. And then third, sort of healthier other foods. Rice, but in a smaller serving. Beans in a smaller serving. A lean meat product in a smaller serving. Okay? But in more meals through the day.
Okay, question I have for you. What do I do if I'm hungry?
Well,
I want to eat. I don't like these
Yes.
little servings. I want to sit down and enjoy myself.
okay. One, you could learn to live with being overweight. Okay? Because that's one of the consequences when you can't burn energy. If you program yourself to smaller, more frequent meals, and you know that because we've worked together now for 11 years. I only eat 1 meal a day, but it starts at 7 a.m. and it ends at midnight. And then I have little bits of food, and because of that, I'm never real hungry. But it takes a while to get out of that. If you're going to be more active, and you work out, then you might need, because of the more energy expenditure, more energy intake, and that's appropriate. Why are you hungry? Because I just burn it. But that's the second part. Eat healthy and get more exercise.
Okay, so I still am having trouble here.
I know, because it's what your grandma told you to do when you were growing up, and it's hard to believe that's where we are in nutrition right now, the same. There's nothing magical.
Okay. No, let me ask you questions. I was watching the news the other day, and I just saw that, contrary to what you said about small meals, it said it doesn't matter when you eat, how much you eat, just caloric intake.
And that's true to lose the weight. As long as your caloric intake is less than your caloric expenditure, you'll lose weight. The problem is keeping the weight off. Okay? that you might not be able, as an example, popular are the ketogenic diets now. You get to eat all the meat you want, but because you don't have any insulin production, then your body goes into catabolism, breaks down. Well, that's fine, you're losing weight. Other good things happen. But at some point, you don't have the other foods, you don't have folate, you don't have vitamin C, you don't have vitamin A.
But isn't that what they make vitamins for?
Oh, okay, so, but again, we're back to looking for the magic pill. Let me eat somewhat erratically and then hope like hell the supplements come along and fix me.
And what's wrong with that?
Because now we're dealing with weight management in the medical model. Take a pill. And it's not a medical model problem, it's a behavioral problem. Okay, and that's what we're trying to change then, are the behaviors.
And why is it I just heard and read about cholesterol, about, what was it? About cholesterol.
Because when you are...
They said pills do it?
Yeah, well, and that's where we're back into the medical model. So if your cholesterol is real high and you're at risk for cardiovascular disease, the leading cause of premature death for both males and females in America, then you're in a medical problem and a pill to lower your liver's production of cholesterol is warranted, and hence you have less floating around in your blood to clog it up. Now we're in a medical model instead of a behavior model. Could you reduce your dietary cholesterol and saturated fat? Yeah, but that might not be enough to counter the high serum cholesterols.
So there's no magic pill for me?
There's no magic pill for anybody, but if you find one and you need a business partner, I know big words.
Okay.
We could sell that sucker. Most of what people are buying after the first of the year is not a weight loss regime, pill, diet. What they're buying is hope. Okay? Hope sells. That's marketing 101.
Okay, how do you feel about the weight loss programs like Weight Watchers, quick weight loss, whatever? There are millions of them.
Even Nutrisystem and Jenny Craig's fall in
gotta
those.
give them credit.
The reality of it is they have a benefit if you use them correctly. Ask Oprah Winfrey, bless her heart, if I'm allowed to say her name. Oprah has lost weight hundreds of times. So many that she went and bought Weight Watchers. Okay? Does it work? Yeah, while you're following it. But the strongest component of Weight Watchers is the support function. Again, I would just as soon, if you're joining Weight Watchers, I would also recommend you join a gym.
So it's good to make your family diet with you.
If you can find somebody that would be willing to undergo this with you, you both, in fact, are highly motivated and believe you can succeed, then yeah, because you've got to build in support.
I need to find fat people to diet with me.
But if you find really fat people and hang with them, you'll look thinner, and that solves your problem right there. Yes, you really do need to find...
The problem is solved.
You need to find, again, people going through with you. And I'm going to commend all of the students behind us working out fit, muscular, lean. They have found somebody. They don't have a weight problem. But if you were to come in and you were overweight...
Wait 1 second. At 20, who has a weight problem?
Well...
Come on.
Come to my class and I'll show you.
Okay.
Remember, this is a major epidemic in America.
Okay.
And I know what you're saying. When we were growing up, there weren't weight problems among young adults. But remember, we're so old, there weren't houses or cars. We lived in caves and we're older.
Okay, well, I think we have to wrap up, unfortunately. So basically, give me one quick summary of what we should do.
Okay.
Join a group.
Join a group, get your support. Have a motivation that makes you willing to want to eat healthier. Get in smaller meals of way better foods, fruits, vegetables, and smaller serving of what you're used to that made you overweight. And then if you have any questions or concerned about yourself, take a long walk and think about it.
Okay, great, thank you. Maybe I'll try that and then you might see a reduced me or a bigger me. We'll see what happens. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you find this helpful. Have a great day.